L'augmentation de cotisation demandée par le syndicat américain était onéreux pour nous, de un. De deux, ça ne nous donnait rien parce qu'on ne tenait aucun service syndicat américain, zéro, on était complètement autonome. Et la réponse du président international, Mike Goodwin, était « Vous avez juste à me faire des mises à pied ». Ça, c'est pour moi un des moments où on s'est regardé. Serge Cadieux était là, j'étais là, je pense que Pierre était là aussi. On se regardait, puis on s'est dit, ben là, la cassure a vraiment, vraiment commencé. I always thought that the International Union was a bit of an anomaly. And the day that push came to shove and that you asked our members, ask the question, once you ask the question, it was all over. The question essentially being, do you want to stay in an American-dominated union, called an international union, or do you want to become a separate, independent, autonomous Canadian union? To me, the day you asked the question, it was all over. À la fois d'énormes fardeaux qui se levaient de nos épaules et d'euphorie et de fierté. Je me souviens, on s'est réunis, le parti, il y avait des drapeaux, le monde chantait, puis même des gens de Québec chantaient au Canada. C'était une anecdote un peu drôle, mais ça témoignait un peu de l'unité qui commençait à se créer. I think the American Union underestimated us. I think the American Union, and it's a terrible thing to say, but I always got the feeling that they had that American arrogance, that the only real money were American dollars. Canadian dollars was monopoly money. The only real trade unionism was American trade unionism. That everybody wanted to be an American or wanted to be part of an American union. And I honestly believe that they couldn't understand that that wasn't the case. That Canada was another country. That in Quebec we spoke a different language. That people did not have an allegiance necessarily to the United States or to American politics. And I remember sitting there and having bailiffs come up to me and saying, are you from the union? I'd say, yeah. And they'd say, okay, do you know so-and-so? And I'd say, no, do you know so? And they had a whole list of executive members, every one of which I knew perfectly well. And they'd go through the whole list. Do you know so-and-so? Do you know so? And everyone I'd say, no. And sometimes they would be right there beside me. Or they'd be, coming to get in the cab and they'd say something like, do you know Chantal Dumoulin? And she'd be right there waiting for the cab with me. And I'd say, no, never heard of her. And it was a funny time, but it was a great time.